kosong.
Everything changes.
Life. Life.
I was fine when you held my hand. I was fine when you pulled me down. You said the stars would answer. You said our prayers were written down. I was fine when you pulled me in. We were forced to be human. And then the world came after. And I had never questioned it. And they said it was wrong. Started that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Yeah, this love that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back.
Everything changes.
Life. Life.
I was fine when you held my hand. I was fine when you pulled me down. You said the stars would answer. You said our prayers were written down. I was fine when you pulled me in. We were forced to be human, and then the world came after, and I had never questioned it. And they said it was wrong. Started it all.
changes.
Life. Life.
I was fine when you held my hand. I was fine when you pulled me down. You said the stars would answer. You said our prayers were written down. I was fine when you pulled me in. We were forced to be human, and then the world came after, and I had never questioned it. And they said it was wrong. Started it all.
switching it for Juanmi. Juanmi should just keep this ball in. Already up on the edge of the Barcelona area. William Jose plays into the box all the way across. I'm not sure if Piqué might have just glanced that one away. Kept in on the near side though by the blue and whites. Ilara now playing it short to Oyarzabal. 1-2 doesn't come off. Dembele to Iniesta. Iniesta forward to Luis Suarez. Suarez loses out to Thurututha. Now on the edge of the box, William Jose again looks to find a shooting angle. Plays it across the box because he couldn't. And Piqué is helped out by Jordi Alba. Piqué on the ball. Inside to Alba. Chips it into the middle. Luis Suarez, lovely turn by the Uruguayan. Now out to the left-hand side. It's Coutinho. Coutinho through the legs of the ref to Dembele. Dembele to Iniesta. Iniesta, Suarez outside him. Suarez inside the penalty area. Still Luis Suarez. Back to Andres. Now Coutinho. Iniesta once more. Iniesta drives the ball in and Suarez unable to turn it towards goal. There's a goal kick. Suarez, I think, feeling it should have been a corner. Difficult for the linesman to see from this angle, I think. But we're at the same side of the stadium, and certainly my first impression is that that should have been a corner. Camera fixing on Iniesta rather than the contact, so we'll leave that one as an unsolved mystery. Ball goes out on the far side. It'll be a throw into Barcelona. Jordi Alba will take. Alba to Suarez. Suarez has Llorente on his back, goes down, but gets the ball off to Rakitic. Play on, says the referee, and now Dembele. Semedo on the overlap. Dembele tries to get it round Thurututha, but he stands strong there. Goes down on this occasion, but Ilara has the ball. Busquets in pursuit of Ilara. Good ball into the middle. Juanmi. Now Januse. Shot comes in, and a good save there by Ter Stegen. And a decent effort indeed from the ex-Man U boy. It's flicked away by Ter Stegen. It'll be a first corner of the evening to the Basque team. And Hussein coming over to take the corner as well. It'll be an outswinger towards the 6. Bobbles around a little bit and eventually played away by some Yerimina. But they've picked it up on the edge of the area. Januse unable to get around Mina. Good flick by Mina, but it goes out on this near side, so it'll be a throw in to the blue and whites. William Jose, the top scorer this season for Real Sociedad, 15 goals in the league. Ilara on the ball for the visitors. Plays it out to the right to Elizondo. Back inside to Diego Llorente. Llorente finds Moya. Back to Llorente. Llorente has the run down the middle. Still, ball goes back to Ilara. Big banner being unfurled behind the goal to our left, where the livelier fans are kept. Now William Jose shoots wide, but there was a lot of power on that shot. Ter Stegen just watching it go wide. Thank you for everything is the message of the banners on the left of the stadium. As I said, very difficult game surely for Andres Iniesta in a way. So it's great to have the stadium sing your name. But maybe the significance of it this evening could be a little bit overbearing. So far though, no sign of that. Iniesta takes the free kick, plays it to Rakitic. Out to Dembele. Back inside to Rakitic. through the legs of Coutinho. Jordi Alba on the edge of the box, plays the 1-2 with Iniesta. The ball is cleared for a throw-in by the number 15, Elustondo. Alba gets the 1-2 with Coutinho. Iniesta brings it forward, fancies a shot, oh, into the side netting. And I'm sure he's the player the fans would most like to see hit the back of the net this evening. On this occasion, it's a goal kick. Well, glad to hear that the fans behind the goal to her left are not ceasing in their song of Iniesta. 10 minutes into the last game of the Spanish season, and it's Barcelona 0, Real Sociedad 0. William Jose has the ball, gets it back to Ilara. Ilara down the left-hand side, picked up by De La Bella, back inside, but there's a flag against De La Bella, and it'll be a Barca ball. Piqué has it now. Out to Yerry Mina, just on the edge of his area, plays it back to Ter Stegen. And forward to Piqué. Dropped off for Semedo. Back into Busquets. Busquets to Yerry Mina. And to the left to Jordi Alba, just on the halfway line. Lovely run by Coutinho. Picks up the ball just a few metres outside the penalty area. Still Coutinho. Dembélé, he's got Semedo outside him. Semedo. Still Semedo. Back to Iniesta. Iniesta chips it over. Dembélé. And the ball punched away. Jordi Alba shoots, and that's blocked as well. And Iniesta heavily involved again. Little chip for Dembélé. Caught it on the volley, but the goalkeeper, Moya, able to clear it. Ball goes back to the Barcelona half, to Yerry Mina. Alongside him, Gerard Piqué. Piqué out to Semedo. Inside to Iniesta. Iniesta finds Dembélé. Little foot in, the ball goes to Iniesta. Iniesta robbed of the ball by Ilara. Now William Jose bringing it forward for Real Sociedad. Real have only won here 3 times ever, and the last victory was 1991. That's 3 wins out of 70 visits, so I think it's safe to say the Camp Nou is not the favourite stadium of Real Sociedad fans. Ball with Barcelona on the far side. Jordi Alba gives it to Andrés Iniesta. Back it goes to Busquets. Now to Piqué on the halfway line. And a round of applause, I think, is due for the fans behind the goal to our left in the fan section. They've really done a good job this season of livening things up as Iniesta brought down play on, says the referee. Dembélé has it on the edge of the area, switching it over towards Coutinho, lets it run for Jordi Alba. Alba back into Iniesta. Little chip back to Alba. Alba will cut it back, and it's picked off though by Ilara. Real unable to build up long possessions here. And indeed, the ball almost lost there, but it's at the feet of De La Bella. Inside to Navas. Navas forward to Oyarzabal. He's got William Jose to his left. Still William Jose, good ball into the middle. Juanmi is unable to get around Yerry Mina, but it will be a corner to Real. Second corner of the game for the blue and white shirted visitors. .13 minutes gone, still 0-0. Chances for both teams. It'll be Yanusi to take the corner. Swings it in, not a bad one. Headed back into the area. Was there a handball there? It was by a Real Sociedad player, so it'll be a free kick in favour of FCB. I think it was Navas maybe who got caught out. As Barca play it down the left-hand side. Back into the middle now to Busquets. Busquets returns the ball to Yerry Mina. Now Ter Stegen. Now to Piqué. Piqué down the line to Dembélé. Ooh, and Dembélé's just run that out, has he? Well, linesman didn't seem to think so. So play continues and Barca have it with Yerry Mina. Alba, 1-2s with Coutinho. Back to the Colombian centre-half. Now inside to Busquets. Mina. To Coutinho. Loses it, but the ball goes to Iniesta. Iniesta out to Jordi Alba. 15 minutes gone. Still the scoreline 0-0 in the Camp Nou. Coutinho, Alba to Iniesta. Iniesta inside to Coutinho. He plays it back to Alba. Coutinho pushed over. Play continues. Barca have it with Mina. Mina inside to Busquets. Busquets chips the ball out to Nelson Semedo. Semedo combining now with Dembélé. Back to Busquets. Everybody except Ter Stegen inside the Real Sociedad half. Yerry Mina plays it out to Jordi Alba. Alba into Luis Suarez. Suarez goes through two. He's tripped. And it'll be a free kick. And no Leo Messi on the pitch. So Luis Suarez will get first option. Coutinho is mumbling. He wants to try maybe. I think they were both looking over to Iniesta even. But it'll be Luis Suarez. Of course, when Leo Messi's not on the field, he has got to be the man you would go to. And it'll be Luis Suarez against Moya. A free kick, some 5 meters or so outside the penalty area, slightly to the left. Definitely ideal position for a good right foot, this. Looking at goal, maybe top left. We'll see. Suarez then lines up the free kick. Luis Suarez shoots into the wall. And the ball blocked. Falls to Jordi Alba. Alba back to Dembélé. Inside to Iniesta. Iniesta strokes it along, keeps possession. Forced to play it back to Semedo. Applause for Iniesta. Barca keep the attack alive. Semedo, though, doesn't see it too clearly and plays it back to Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen out to Jordi Alba. Now Iniesta. Iniesta to Alba. Back to Andres. Iniesta. What a great ball. Straight to the feet of Dembélé. Suarez wants it in the box and it's headed away by Llorente. It'll be a corner on this near side. Once again, Dembélé comes over to take. Iniesta might offer the short option. Declines to do so. So Dembélé will play this into the box. Piqué! Oh! A soft shot in the end. But he had a clear sight of goals. Gerard Piqué, I think, surprised that the ball reached him. And he stroked it, almost a back pass to the keeper there. I really don't think he'll be too pleased with this effort. Just couldn't catch it right. And Moya untroubled. The ball with Navas. Back it goes to the Real goalkeeper. And Llorente will once again give it to Boya. Navas. As the ball goes down the right-hand side, Aristondo just knocking over Coutinho there. He's back on his feet, though, and play continues with Ter Stegen playing the ball down the left-hand side. Intercepted by De La Bella. Piqué shouldn't have a problem here, though. He does, though. Clears it and out for a throw-in halfway inside his own half. Ball goes back to Navas. Barcelona clearly dominated in terms of possession. Well, Sociedad struggling to keep the ball. They've lost it again in midfield. Iniesta plays it to Coutinho. Forward to Luis Suarez. Challenge from behind. Play continues. Suarez stays down, but it's picked up now by Juanmi. The ex-Malaga forward loses it to Jordi Alba. Andres Iniesta to Coutinho. Now Busquets. Suarez gets to his feet. And Busquets plays it to Piqué. Piqué forward to Rakitic. Back inside to Sergio Busquets. Now it's Yerry Mina bringing it forward to Coutinho. And to Jordi Alba. Alba strokes it inside to Iniesta. Iniesta drops the ball off for Busquets. Now Gerard Piqué. Lovely ball by Piqué. Well brought down by Alba. Alba forward to Coutinho's offside. Not too many complaints there. I think Coutinho realises as well. So 20 minutes gone in the last game of the season. Barca will be presented with the league title after the game by the new Spanish FA president, Luis Rubiales. As Real Sociedad have it with Ilara, pushing it down the right-hand side. Inuse is dispossessed, though, by Jordi Alba. The applause for the Barcelona and Spain left-back, Piqué. Back to Jordi Alba. Alba has Busquets on the far touchline. Busquets returns the ball to Alba. Alba inside to Piqué. Piqué out to Nelson Semedo. Semedo, his first touch let him down, but the ball recovered with the aid of Dembélé. Dembélé loses his man, turns inside, brought down, play continues. Suarez has it and gives it to Iniesta. Iniesta to Coutinho. Coutinho, a few metres outside the box, plenty of Real players back. As Iniesta's chip ball runs out for a goal kick. Imanol, the manager of Real Sociedad, ex-right back with the club, and he certainly tightened them up defensively since he took over from Eusebio in March. Just 6 goals conceded in 8 games, and in those 8 games only 2 defeats, so really seems to have steadied the ship, shall we say, in San Sebastian. Neither Basque team having a glorious season. Well, I say neither because I'm talking about the 2 big ones, Real Sociedad and Athletic Club Bilbao, but the other 2 will be fairly happy. Alaves maintaining their first division status, and Eibar doing even better in the top half of the table. So Iniesta has the ball for FCB halfway through the first half, strokes it over to Nelson Semedo. Semedo combining with Dembélé. Back into Rakitic. Now Busquets. So in the attack for Barcelona, Coutinho, Suarez and Dembélé. Dembélé very much on the right-hand side. Suarez and Coutinho exchanging positions, but in general, Coutinho on the left, Suarez down the middle. Ball in possession of the Real Sociedad keeper, Moya. Moya's ball up to Willian Jose. Chips it over, shouldn't be a problem. Semedo heads the ball out, and it'll be a throw-in to the Blue and Whites. Just near the zone of Imanol, the Real Sociedad manager. The ball goes forward to Willian Jose. Back to De La Bella. Oyarzabal shook it on the end of this one. Looks to play it in, and he's well blocked there by Nelson Semedo. It'll be a corner to Real Sociedad. Both teams wearing rather similar striped shirts, but one by one of the major shirt manufacturers and the other by the other one. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to name them. Corner then to Real. Ball comes in, headed away by Yerry Mina. Oyarzabal tries to catch it on the half volley. Mina brings the ball away with the help of Iniesta. It'll go out for a throw, and maybe a free kick for the challenge on Yerry Mina. So it'll be a Barca ball. Iniesta switches play to Gerard Piqué. Piqué to Semedo. Semedo leaves the ball for Dembélé. Dembélé being forced wide, gives it to Nelson Semedo. Semedo back to Gerard Piqué. Now over to Yerry Mina. Mina out to Jordi Alba. Alba feeds Coutinho. Coutinho gives it to Andres. Iniesta returns the ball to the Brazilian. Lovely work here by Coutinho. Out to Dembélé on the edge of the area. Dembélé plays it. Rakitic! Oh, just wide from Ivan Rakitic. And a lovely move. The main protagonist being Coutinho. Dropped the ball off for Dembélé, and there was a sweet cross there for Ivan Rakitic just to head wide. Goal kick, 25 minutes gone, still 0-0 in the Camp Nou. But Barcelona searching for the opening goal, searching indeed for goal number 99 in the league this season. 2 goals would take them to 100, not just 100, to 6,000 goals. So plenty for Barcelona to aim for this evening. No doubt they would like to finish the season off with a win and send off Andres Iniesta in fitting fashion. They're attacking again now with Luis Suarez. Suarez inside the penalty area. Drive into the byline, plays it across, but Navas is there to clear the danger. Navas plays it forward. And Real Sociedad relieve the pressure by playing out to the left. Now inside to Oyarzabal. Looks for Wanmi, and it just runs through to Ter Stegen. Who plays it out to Sergio Busquets. Busquets with Yerry Mina. Now Busquets once more in the middle of the back three, if you like. Gives it to Yerry Mina. Outside him is Jordi Alba. Goes inside to Iniesta. Iniesta will switch it to Piqué. Now down the line to Nelson Semedo. Semedo finds Dembélé. Dembélé on the edge of the area. Suarez! And his shot always going wide there. It'll be a goal kick to Real Sociedad. But another good ball in from the young Frenchman. Asking a lot of questions of Navas and De La Bella's Dembélé. Now putting Navas under pressure. Back it goes to the keeper, and that pressure results in a throw-in to Barcelona. The ball with Dembélé. Just the ball nicked off him by Thuratutha. He has a ball into Ilara. Back it goes to Raul Navas. Once more Ilara. Now De La Bella. Navas. To William Jose. Jose being hounded by Semedo. Gets the ball off to Diego Llorente. Forward now to Ilara. Picked up now by Elustondo. Back inside to Thuratutha. Thuratutha, and Busquets is there, and Iniesta gives the ball to Jordi Alba. Alba back to Yerry Mina. Now Piqué. Piqué to Mina. Out to Alba. Busquets on the left again. Good ball into Suarez. Suarez 1-2s with Iniesta. Suarez will find Nelson Semedo. Still Semedo. Oh, he's lost one man. Chance to maybe play the ball in. Plays it short to Busquets. Now Dembélé. Back to Rakitic. Barca pinning Real back. Ball forward to Dembélé. Dembélé inside the penalty area. Gets onto his left, and I'm not sure what he was doing there. Kind of a cross that was not really a shot, or a shot that was not really a cross. Somewhere in between the two, and it rolls over for a goal kick to be taken by Moya. Goal kick up to Piqué. Piqué chests it down. The ball back in possession of Real. William Jose drops off for Oyarzabal. Good combination with William Jose. Oyarzabal. Now the ball with Juanmi. Inuse to William Jose into the box. Juanmi. Oh, and the shot just wide. Real opportunity there for Real, and it was Oyarzabal who screwed it wide. Didn't really get a lot of power in the shot, but Real pretty much cutting open the Barcelona defence for the first time this evening. 29 minutes gone. Piqué on the ball. Back it goes to Busquets. Busquets out to Yerry Mina. Mina forward to Coutinho. Coutinho returns it to the Colombian. Lovely chip ball to Jordi Alba. Alba on the edge of the penalty area now. Look, 1-2 with Suarez. Alba unable to pick up the return ball. Llorente's there, goes out for a throw in. 30 minutes gone, 0-0. Coutinho plays out to Suarez. Suarez back to Andres Iniesta. 2 runs into the box. The ball short though to Jordi Alba. Back to Andres. Now Coutinho. Iniesta to Busquets. Picked up now by Dembélé. Everybody on the edge of the Real penalty area. Dembélé tries to get through the legs of Oyarzabal. Doesn't work out, but Barca recover. Dembélé making up for his error. Iniesta on the ball. Now to Coutinho. Coutinho finds Jordi Alba. Iniesta. Lovely chip ball to Coutinho. Possible handball. Now comes off the chest of the Brazilian. He drops the ball off for Alba. Iniesta. So difficult to get the ball off him, just shrugs off opponents. Now the 1-2 with Alba. He just overhits the ball though, Jordi Alba, and he runs out for a goal kick to Real Sociedad. Barcelona continuing to dominate this week 38 game. The double already achieved. And tonight, the idea of a victory to send off Iniesta, and of course, a season with only 1 defeat. In fact, if you look at the 3 losses this season, 1 didn't mean anything, and the other were just 2 rather strange games, you could say. Spurs have in midfield, Rakitic to Iniesta. Iniesta back it goes to Piqué. Forward to Iniesta. Iniesta out to Semedo. Now Dembélé into Rakitic. Certainly Barcelona looking the more likely to score this evening as the ball goes out to Jordi Alba. Alba drops off for Coutinho. Still Coutinho into Luis Suarez. Iniesta, great pass for Jordi Alba. Can't quite get on the end of it, but he does pick up the loose ball. Alba into Coutinho. Coutinho finds Iniesta. Back he goes to Rakitic. Now out to Semedo. Semedo with Dembélé. Dembélé to Rakitic. Yerry Mina halfway inside the Real half. Everybody joining in the attack here. Dembélé. Dembélé advancing. Plays it. Ooh, almost got the ball to Suarez as Busquets just trips up, or almost trips up. Oyarzabal, who complains about the challenge, but it will be a free kick to Real. Free kick that will be taken by Raul Navas. Navas in no hurry here, of course. 33 minutes into the first half. Plays it to fellow centre-half, Diego Llorente. Llorente loses it. Busquets to Coutinho. Now Suarez. Coutinho again. Coutinho very busy in this first half. Out to Andres Iniesta. Now Dembélé. Back to Iniesta. Dembélé. Semedo had made the run. Dembélé to Iniesta. Yerry Mina in the attack again. That's a sign of the domination of this game. It's Coutinho, 1-2s with Jordi Alba. Coutinho. Coutinho to Rakitic. Back to Coutinho. Out to Jordi Alba. Alba cuts it back, and Suarez not aware of the cutback there. The ball just bouncing off him. But Busquets has won it back for Barcelona. Now Jordi Alba. Back to Gerard Piqué. Piqué to Yerry Mina. Out to Coutinho. Coutinho returns it to the Colombian centre-half. Now to Busquets. Busquets out to Gerard Piqué, approaching the last 10 minutes in the Camp Nou. 0-0 the scoreline. Barca in clear possession of this game. Just need to open up the Real defence. The defence, as I said, that has only conceded 6 goals in the last 8 games since the new manager, Imanol, took over. The ball with Nelson Semedo. Semedo plays it to Dembélé, and then Semedo picks up. Is that a penalty? Well, Thuratutha seemed to put out a foot. Little smile on the face of Dembélé, though. Semedo was brought down. He was also smiling, as if to say, well, maybe not. We shall have a look at that in a moment, though. As Llorente plays the ball forward. Yanuse, shirt pull there, spotted by the referee. Good advantage played, and hold on a minute. Jordi Alba's gone down, and he looks very uncomfortable indeed. This is not the sort of image we want to see at this time of the season. Let's not forget, the World Cup starts in a few weeks' time. Let's have a look at Jordi Alba's injury. Well, it was Yerry Mina who knocked into Alba. Well, I'd have to say, looking at the Thuratutha Semedo contact, I'm not sure there's a penalty. In fact, there may have been contact, but the way Semedo went down didn't convince the referee. Well, that's unfortunate. Jordi Alba's gone down in an awkward fashion. The physios are on, and we've got to hope. And I'm sure Lopetegui is the most concerned man at the moment in watching this game. And I hope that Alba's okay. Well, both sets of players are around him. Leads me to think that Jordi Alba may not be able to continue. Well, he's on his feet. Digne has been sent to warm up because I don't think Alba's going to be playing any further part in this game. He's going to go off, and he's walking, so maybe not as bad as we initially feared, but I say walking, but certainly hobbling. And really, there's no need to take any chances. If Alba is carrying a knock there, he'll want to continue, obviously. So, come back to the action. It's a free kick to Real Sociedad. Lara over the ball. Plays it into the box, headed away and dealt with easily by Yerry Mina. The ball out of the box, though, picked up by Real. William Jose dropping off for Ilare. Lara's got a shot on him if he's allowed to get into position, which he's not. Coutinho with some good defensive work, and Ter Stegen plays the ball down the left-hand side to Semedo. Alba already back on the field, so it's 11v11 as Suarez tries to get inside De La Bella. The ball played back to the keeper, now back out to De La Bella. He plays it forward to Lara. Lara has Llorente in support. Llorente down the line to Elizondo. Into Yanuse. He's being closely marked, though, by Yerry Mina. Gets away from him, though, and a chance to play this ball into the box. Headed back, and Rakitic with a good clearance. And Real Sociedad somehow recover the ball in midfield. De La Bella putting it through the legs of Luis Suarez. And Real build up into the middle now. The ball with Thuratutha. Back it goes to Ilara. Ilara forward. William Jose, Yanuse. Oyazabal on the edge of the area, plays it across. There's the shot over the crossbar. William Jose had a real good target to aim for there. He was on the edge of the penalty area, pretty much unmarked. And Valverde wouldn't be happy with how easy it was for William Jose to get that shot off, but fortunately for Barcelona, it was way above the crossbar. Real Sociedad in possession in midfield. The ball dropped off now for Llorente. Back it goes to Moya. Moya plays the ball out to the left to De La Bella. Forward to William Jose. Jose chips her over. Great ball. Juanmi. He's got around Ter Stegen, and there's an offside flag. The ball in the back of the net. A few fans with their arms in the air. The few travelling fans that made the trip, but it was an offside. Lovely ball by William Jose. Juanmi. Oh, and that's tight. I'm not so sure it was offside. So Barcelona, with 5 minutes to go, almost found themselves 1 goal down. It's good work by Juanmi. Rounded Ter Stegen and Jordi Alba. Put it in the back of the net, but they had already seen that the flag had gone up. De La Bella has it for the blue and whites. Back to Navas. Well, Navas playing the ball forward. That'll be collected by Piqué. Now Busquets. Back to Gerard Piqué. Drops off for Rakitic. Now to Jordi Alba. Iniesta combines with Jordi Alba. Iniesta bringing it down the left wing. Elizondo ahead of him, plays it back to Alba. Lovely 1-2. Iniesta now to Suarez. Looking for the return ball to Andres. Just blocked by Diego Llorente, and Real bring it down the right-hand side with Januse. Real putting players forward here. Meadows there, though. And now Rakitic out to Dembele. Dembele. Oh, he's brought down. That'll be a yellow card for Navas. Navas with his hand up. Immediately accepts the yellow card, kind of basketball style. Something I do like about basketball, when they are cautioned, they tend to admit to it. Well, I'm not sure if the fans think that there should be more than a yellow. It's a yellow card. It can't be a red. It's not a goal-scoring opportunity. Certainly wasn't a pretty challenge. Navas bringing him down. I think Luis Suarez might have picked up a yellow card there. I'll check that for you in a moment, but there's a group of Barcelona players around the referee. Now, the worst thing is Dembele is still down. So another injury to Barcelona players. It's on the edge of the box. Words being exchanged, but I think more attention now being paid to Dembele. Navas certainly picked up a yellow, and Suarez as well, for something he said to the referee. Well, of course, the fans now upset with the referee, but just notice how Raul Navas reminds me of that guy in The Big Bang Theory. Josh Wheaton is the guy that used to be in Star Trek. Anyway, back to the action. It'll be a free kick. Dembele is on his feet. Another player that doesn't want to get injured because of a trip to Russia this summer. Being seen to on the side of the field. So Barcelona down to 10 men. Power play moment for Real Sociedad. But first, they have to deal with this free kick. Coutinho just a couple of meters outside the penalty area to the right-hand side. Coutinho over the ball. A line of players in line with the penalty spot. Coutinho plays it in to the hands of Moya. into the last minute. Dembele seems to be okay. Although, just like Jordi Alba, he's got a little bit of a limp for the moment. Navas with the ball. The 1-2 with the keeper. And Dembele is back on the field. So it's 11v11 as we go into the last minute. At least a minute to be added to this first half for the injuries. Navas whistled as he plays the ball to Ilara. So Navas receiving the PK treatment. Plays the ball forward to Juanmi. Juanmi dropped off for Diego Llorente. Return ball for Juanmi. Now the ball out to the right-hand side. Almost cut out by Coutinho. Januse will play this ball in and headed away by Piqué. There'll be a minute added on. Iniesta to Rakitic. Rakitic plays the ball out to Jordi Alba. Alba finds Luis Suarez. Suarez to Dembele. Dembele inside to Iniesta. Iniesta to Semedo. Semedo plays the ball in, and Piqué is there waiting, but it's cleared only as far as Rakitic, and Rakitic tries to set up Piqué. The ball cleared outside the penalty area, picked up by Coutinho. Coutinho to Jordi Alba. Alba drives inside the box, across the edge of it, looking for Iniesta, I think, looking to set him up, but Iniesta combining with Semedo. Now Gerard, Piqué is offside. Piqué always keen to join the attack, as we know. Found himself slightly offside in this last attack. So we're coming to the end of the 45 minutes. There indeed is the half-time whistle. It's the first half. The Barcelona have clearly dominated. Haven't caused as many problems maybe for Moyar as Valverde would like. Looking back at Real Sociedad's disallowed goal, I don't think he was offside. So Barcelona maybe a little bit fortunate there, but the half-time scoreline is Barcelona 0, Real Sociedad 0. Hope you're enjoying it. We are. We'll see you for the second half, but that's all for now, folks.